Welcome to Rajendra Tandon videos. We continue with Surdas Bhramar Geet, 43rd video. Surdas was a 16th century Hindu devotional poet and singer known for his lyrics written in praise of Lord Krishna. They are written in Braj Bhasha, one of the two literary dialects of Hindi. Surdas was a part of the Bhakti movement spreading across the Indian subcontinent. This movement represented spiritual empowerment of the masses. Some other well-known poets of this movement were Kabir, Tulsidas, and Mirabai. The genesis of Bhramar Geet poems can be traced to Srimad Bhagavad Puran. According to the narration in the Puran, the inhabitants of Braj could not reconcile with the loss of Krishna to Mathura. The depth of their sorrow knew no bounds. Krishna sent Uddhav to Braj, where he explained the divinity of Krishna to his parents Nanda and Yashoda. He told them that Krishna was formless, unborn, without a beginning and an end, and omnipresent. He advised them to look for this Krishna rather than the child they had brought up. At this stage, the gopis who had assembled by this time, learning of the arrival of a messenger from Krishna, their sweetheart, took Uddhav aside and probed him to learn as much as they could about their beloved. They repeatedly chanted Krishna's name. Meanwhile, a black bee droned into this assembly. The gopis taunted Uddhav through the medium of the bee. These verses are therefore called Bhramar Geet. The entire conversation in Bhramar Geet relates to Krishna only. Noting their infatuation with Krishna, Uddhav tries to dispel their attachment by talking of yoga and the supreme knowledge of Brahma. In this conversation between the gopis and Uddhav, Surdas highlights the dreariness of jnana and the superiority of bhakti as an alternative replete in rasa. As a poet, he reaches an acme of satire and virha ras. Few other poets have been so successful. The gopis describe their games as an expression of pure love and plead their helplessness. Bhramar Geet is a fabulous combination of virha, grief of separation, jnana and bhakti. It is a composition in the face of which jnana takes a back seat. Here the entire logic of yoga accepts defeat. All that remains is absolute devotion, bhakti and bhakti alone. The verse that we are taking up today is a sort of address by Radha, Krishna's divine beloved. She is telling the other gopis how Krishna had robbed her of her heart, of her love. मोहन मांग्यो अपनो रूप, या ब्रज बसत अचई तुम बैठी, ता बिनु तहां निरूप। Krishna has sent this messenger to snatch from me his form which is lodged in my heart. I cannot separate it. And in return, he wants to give me Nirgun Bhakti, Nirakar Bhakti, Bhakti without any visage. Radha tells her friends that he has left his form, his beauty in my heart, and without that he has gone to Mathura, and therefore he no longer has that aura about himself. मेरो मन मेरे वाली, my friend, my love, लोचन ले गए धूप धूप. Krishna has taken away with his slanted looks. He has deprived me of my thinking for anybody else. Have I committed a crime? हम सो बदलो लेन उठ आए, मनो धार कर सूप. And now, as if to take a revenge, Uddhav has come to sell us the idea of Nirgun Brahma in return for Krishna's form. He's after us. अपनो काज संवार सूर, सुन हम ही बतावत कूप. Krishna has done what he wanted, and now he wants us to go and drown in a well. And he has sent this gentleman to persuade us to do so. लेवा देई बराबर में है, कौन रंक को भूप. A give and take should be between equals. In that there is no king, no pauper. The Sakhi addresses Radha in these words. मोहन ने अपने उस रूप को जिसे तुमने आत्मसात कर लिया था, उद्धव द्वारा मंगाया है, क्योंकि वह उस रूप के बिना रूप रहित हो गया है. राधा ने कहा, श्री कृष्ण ने भी तो मेरे शुद्ध और चोखे मन को अपनी तिरछी चितवन द्वारा अपहृत कर लिया. मैंने ऐसा कौन सा अपराध किया है जिसके लिए मुझे क्षमा नहीं मिलेगी. ठीक है, मान लिया मैंने उसका रूप पी लिया है, पर वो भी तो मेरा पवित्र मन चुरा कर ले गया है. उद्धव जी हमारे मन की वापसी की बात नहीं करते, सिर्फ अपनी सौदेबाजी कर रहे हैं. हम ऐसा नहीं होने देंगे. हमें कुएं में ढकेलना चाहते हैं. इनका काम हो जाए, हमारा चाहे विनाश हो जाए. इसमें राजा और गरीब का प्रश्न नहीं है. लेन देन बराबर होता है। Surdas in this verse brings so many images of a trading community. But basically, he combines bhakti and shringar to describe union and separation with an intensity seldom achieved anywhere elsewhere. Human beings can get mukti or salvation with Krishna's blessing. Bhakti is superior to Jnana, Yoga, Karma Bhed and Jati Bhed. Bhramar Geet is not only one of the most sublime writings on Viraha and Shringar, but is also a unique discussion on Sagun and Nirgun Brahma. In the conversation between the gopis and Uddhav, we find a witty repartee and penetrating satire. Surdas's verses not only reach a pinnacle of emotional content, but are rated very high for a poet's craft. His language is simple, expression spontaneous, and words full of meaning. He is rich in imaginative similes and metaphors. Hazari Prasad Dwivedi, well-known critic of Hindi literature, writes, सूरदास जब अपने प्रिय वर्षन विषय का वर्णन शुरू करते हैं तो मानो अलंकार शास्त्र हाथ जोड़कर उनके पीछे दौड़ता है। उपमाओं की बाढ़ आ जाती है, रूपकों की वर्षा होने लगती है। सूरदास is one of the greats of Hindi poetry. He not only enriched literature with emotion and linguistic excellence, but also pioneered a unique tradition in Krishna Kavya. I beg your leave today. I'll come up with another video next time. Thank you very much.